Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna attempt to build a trellis for my grapes. I'm gonna use these, looks like 1x6s I found at the Home Depot in the little discount bin. So here's my plan. I'll run it down and then I'll shoot as I go. I'm gonna put these in the ground, maybe about a foot deep, and then cement them into place this way. Then once I have those in place and it gets nice and dry, I'm going to span this steel cable I purchased between the two, and I'm going to use these little screw eyes, one on each side, to connect the turnbuckles that I purchased to put tension on the wire. So yeah, here we go. Alright, so I got my holes dug. I did about a foot deep on each. I don't think it needs to be, I don't know, too crazy. I got it leveled, used a 2x4 here to brace it, and stuck my level here and also this way to make sure it was level front to back. Looks pretty good. Just wanted to get a shot of that and give you guys an idea of how I balance these. Now I'm going to mix myself some concrete and dump it in there and most likely finish up tomorrow. Morning, day 2 of my trellis project. I just wanted to real quick show you how I'm gonna span the wire between the two sides. I'm gonna use these, I guess they're eyelets or something to that effect. Take a smaller diameter drill bit. I've already marked my placement here. So just real quick show you how you would insert something like that. Drill your hole in. I think I only went about 1 inch deep. That's about as long as it is. And I've got a screwdriver here. You can pretty much do this mostly all the way in by hand, but a screwdriver will really help. Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other two, and then I'll get back with you on using the clamps to span the wire between these hooks here. Alright, I've got my first cable in place. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I did that. So first I take the, I forget what these are called now, but when you get them, these are all the way in, so go ahead and thread these all the way out. So when you get it in place, you're going to basically tighten this, spin this middle one to bring these two ends in together to pick up your slack and give you a nice tension on there. So first, go ahead and run this through here. The little clamp kits I bought came with these pieces here, which I believe were referred to as thimbles. I don't need those. They're not going to fit through here, so I'm just going to go ahead and trash those. So just go ahead and make yourself a loop. This is kind of difficult to get the first one started, but I want to show you it can be done without having assistance, as much of a pain in the butt as it is. So just go ahead and run your U-bolt through there. And go ahead and slide this back. And you'll have your little thread sticking out. Get your nut started on there. I went ahead and I slid it all the way to the end to kind of cover up this frayed mess here. So that's probably tight enough for now, because I just want to be able to hang it on the one side, which I'll do now. I'm going to feed it through the second side. So I did my guess on how much cable I would need a little wrong, so as you can see I've got quite a bit extra. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and start another one on this side real quick. Sorry, Clint. Alright, so each of these kits came with 3 clamps for each side, so I'm going to go ahead and put the other 2 on each side, and I'll show you how to pull in the tension on that and pick up that slack. Alright, so I gone ahead and I put everything in place, put my 3 clamps on each end. I had probably about a foot excess on each side. I just took my rotary tool and zipped that off. Thankfully I had a rotary tool. If you have some, I don't know, heavy bolt cutters or something, that probably work just as well, but I got a pretty clean finish from my rotary tool, so that was good. So what I wanted to show you is how to take up the tension on these turnbuckles, is what they're called. So these 2 sides are threaded oppositely, so when you turn the middle piece, the 2 pull into each other. So I'm going to try to do it evenly on both sides. Am I spinning this the wrong way? Yeah. This way. So that's probably good on this one. Maybe a couple more spins on this other side. Alright, cool. Yeah, so. Alright, everybody, I'm back. I just wanted to make an update video. You may have seen my video before, but if this is the first time seeing it, you can see there's quite a bit of growth here, and the issue I was having was that my 2 sides were basically not staying taut. See how there's a sag and they were pulling into each other. Either way, my grapevines are getting a bit big for their original home, so I figured I would need to expand. So what I came up with was I've mounted some 2x4s to the wall, and so that's going to actually solve 2 of my issues. That's going to solve my space issue, because now I'm gonna take a hole saw and I'm going to drill a hole in this here. I'm going to feed the vine through, then I'm going to feed it up to this here, and so it can expand, and if it gets bigger than that, well then I'll just keep going down my wall and add more and more and more. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to span a piece of cable from there to there so that I can pull that taut again, and then I'll tighten up the tension on these, and those will be nice and tight. So I'm going to go ahead and finish mounting these. I've got 3 of the 4 mounted. I used an anchor. Let me see, I think I have one in my pocket here. I used this anchor here to fasten the 2x4s to the wall. It's quite sturdy. Surprisingly, I didn't think it was going to come out as well as it did, but it worked perfect. I just did 1 in the center, which actually I think would be easier than doing 1 on each side, because it just allowed me to level it out and then tighten it down. And I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did here, which is use a little hook and a turnbuckle and span the cable from here to here, and then that will just allow my grapevine to grow across there. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a few more things. I'll get a couple more shots, and then I'll give you guys the finished product. Thanks. Just wanted to get a quick shot of the 4 planks in place on the wall there. I went ahead and I fastened one of the cables across so you can get an idea what I'm talking about. I just did the same thing that I did with the these here with the turnbuckles. I actually didn't realize I had grabbed this nylon coated cable, but it's freaking awesome, so I'm not complaining. It also helped with a cleaner end when I cut it with my rotary tool. It didn't fray or anything, which was great. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the remaining 3 cables up on here, and then I'm gonna span a cable between these 2 hooks and pull the tension back on this, and then I'll square this up again. There you go. Alright, so I waited quite a
long time to finish this video, but this portion of the video, or this video, excuse me, is my wall extensions for my grapevine. So as you can see, my plan worked out pretty good. I'm gonna actually put another extension on now that's gonna come this way on here, so the vine will actually bend and then continue down this wall. I don't know how far I'm gonna take it. I might cut it there, but yeah, there's that. This one grew really long. It's already way over here, coming behind my cucumbers. Got my pumpkin coming in. Yep, thanks for watching.